Hey there.
Don't get up. What's your meter thing?
We're ready, Deborah.
Actually, it was more. She down there. She's live. Oh, yeah.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good.
Did I get everything?
I hate these meetings where we're short a day.
Yeah.
It's just
For years.
we're ready. Whatever. Deborah's too nice. Oh yeah.
Good evening. Welcome to the Maysville Board of Commissioners, Thursday, September the 8th, 2022. Invocation, please, with Reverend Liszt.
Shall we pray? Our gracious and loving Father, it's with humbleness and joy that we come before you. We thank you for our city. We thank you for our community, our leaders. We thank you for this opportunity to gather here this evening. We do ask your blessings upon the business that is to be conducted here this evening, that everything that is done according to your will and for the good of our community. It's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Cartmel,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Wood,
Here.
Commissioner McKay,
Here.
Mayor Cotterill,
Yes, ma'am.
City Manager Wallingford,
Here.
City Attorney Cottle,
Here.
Controller Stanfield,
Here.
HR Director Rose,
Here.
Project Coordinator Horde,
Here.
Public Works Director Truesdale,
Here.
Police Chief Palmer,
Here.
Fire Chief Doyle,
Here.
Utility Manager Julian,
Here.
Zoning Administrator Larger,
Here.
Building Inspector Fawcett, Codes Officer Brooks, Tourism Director Halloran, Main Street Director Reese.
Here. Thank you. And I'd also like to recognize Judge Executive Owen McNeil for joining us and County Commissioner Joe McKay. Thank you guys. Are there any minutes to the August 9th, August 22nd, and August 25th meetings and department reports?
Or second,
Second.
I'll just second.
Whatever.
Whatever, however you write it down, this will be fine.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Cartmel,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner McKay, Mayor Cotterill.
Yes, ma'am. Public announcements?
A lot coming up. St. Pat Fall Festival this weekend. Following weekend, we have the Simon Kenton Festival. And then the weekend after that, we have Pig Out in Maysville. So we got a lot going on coming up this week.
And that's good.
Yes, ma'am.
That's great.
That's great.
And in between, can I tell you
Yes.
that next Thursday, just so you know, our last Downtown Summer Sounds concert got inadvertently canceled. But if you want a totally different kind of music, the Franz Liszt International Piano Contest winner will be at the Opera Theater at 7 o'clock. He makes 2 stops in the United States, Carnegie Hall and Washington Opera House.
Nice. Very nice.
Also too, September the 25th is the dedication, for over here where the wall is. So that's on a Saturday, it starts at 2 o'clock, it'll be running from 2 to 6. Me and Assistant Chief met with her today, so let the
Kelsey?
public know
That's
that
September? I thought it was
I
October.
thought it was October
The
14th.
15th.
There are 2.
she said for September the 25th with us today, that's the
Yeah,
main.
Sunday.
on Sunday.
It's on a Sunday,
Sunday.
yes.
All right.
Yes,
Sunday after pickup.
What time, Dennis, 2?
it starts at 2:00, and they said there will be games for the kids and a lot of activities going on, so make sure we announce it to the public to have anybody to come over, so.
I think it's 3 to 7.
That's on a Sunday, right? It's Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes. They want to do it from 2 to 7.
Yeah.
It
I
is.
think, yeah.
I think setup is
Yeah,
2.
3 to 7.
Yes.
3?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else?
Anybody have anything else? I don't think so, Mayor.
Thank you. Well, I would like to introduce all of you to the very talented Miss Junior Kentucky Earth USA, Eva Gibbs.
Okay, you can address the commission.
Well, first of all, Eva will say that we're so proud of you, and working with you the last month or so has been such a pleasure. You're such a wonderful young lady and just an outstanding example of youth in our community, and so we're so pleased and happy to have you join us this evening.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Eva Gibbs, and I'm honored to be here tonight talking to everyone about introducing myself and talking to everyone about my platform. 1 month ago, I won Junior Miss Kentucky Earth USA in Louisville, Kentucky. And with this title, it is my job to teach everyone how to keep the earth clean and the 3 R's: recycle, reuse, and reduce. I have partnered up with Mr. Judge McNeil and the Fiscal Court on a roadside cleanup program here in Maysville. I have also had the pleasure of volunteering with Mr. Jim Fawcett for the City Community Garden here in Maysville. The garden is very important to me, not only because it helps assisting in feeding people, but plants take all the carbon dioxide and air pollution out of our environment. I'm so excited for this upcoming year and what I get to do to help my community. If there's anything in any service project that I can help any of you with, please reach out to me. I have a Facebook and Instagram page titled Junior Miss Kentucky Earth USA. Thank you all for listening and have a good evening.
Turn right around here and see who you can
Come be in the parade at Christmas.
Well, and the parades and other events, if you all have them.
Who does that?
Thank you.
Oh, wait. Let me go.
The same one's getting the
I don't say here, kitty. Thank you.
Hey, could you all turn around?
Thank you for inviting us to come.
Turn around. Hey, thank you. Wonderful.
So if any of you have activities, Eva was glad to help with those activities, and Caroline, the parades, maybe even the Veterans Day as well as the Christmas parade, or if there's something that she can contribute to, let's remember her and include her in those projects.
Thank you, Eva.
Thank you.
And she's going to be competing at the national level in January.
Yes, she goes to national.
So we wish you the best of luck at that.
Thank you.
Good job,
Thank you for
Eva.
having her. Thank you, guys.
You are quite
Is there any public comment this evening? Okay. We do have an appointment, Clint Stone, to an unexpired term on the Convention and Visitors Bureau to expire in October the 11th of '23.
You gonna stand right here? Are you appointing or are you gonna swear in?
We got a point. in
I'm
first.
sorry, okay.
So,
I'll make the motion.
thank you.
I got a second. But Steve Vest told me to vote no. So.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Cartwell,
Yes.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner McKay,
Yes.
Mayor Cotterill.
Yes, ma'am. And so Clint, you want to just share a little bit with our group, your interest and some of the experiences that you've had that kind of makes you a good candidate for this position?
Well, I'll begin by introducing
Come up a little closer, so I can get you on the mic.
Oh, okay. I'll
You're
just
good.
introduce myself a little bit first. I've been in the community now for about 17 years. Came up from Nicholas County job-wise in 2005 and took the first position at MCIS when it was brand new. Just retired from teaching after 32 years here at the Mason County at the intermediate school. And have since then, we moved up here in 2012. So we have a house out there a little bit south from Mays Lick, out there off Metcalf Mill Pike. We're in Mason County, but we have a Ewing address. I don't know how that works, but they said if we had put our driveway out on the other side, we'd been in Mays Lick. So, but it was too late after we dug it all out and everything. But as far as being what I think I have to offer, I was raised in the military. My parents were from Knott County. They're from Hyman, actually, in that area where it was flooded and stuff. So I know a lot of those people down there and still have family members there. But Mom and Dad left Eastern Kentucky in the early 50s, joined the Air Force, and we lived across the United States and California and places. So I've been a lot of places, lived in a lot of places as a child. We settled in Louisville probably when I was about 13. And having older siblings who had lived in Japan, I knew someday I wanted to travel. And so after I got out of the UK, I found a program that would send me to Japan for 2 years, and I ended up staying about a decade. So, and I married my wife, who's from there, and we have a small coffee shop up there on the hill near the hospital in Mason County Drugstore. And we've been there about going on 6 years. As far as what I could offer, I've seen a lot of things. I've been to a lot of towns. I have my friend Steve Vest, who keeps me kind of posted on what he sees around the state that he sees that he thinks working for certain towns and things. And he's pointed out a few things in Bardstown and made that comparison that Maysville's a lot like Bardstown. And I agree with that. And I can remember Bardstown 30 plus years ago when it was kind of deader than a doornail. But right now it's kind of booming. There's cafes everywhere, there's restaurants. Of course, that's all the bourbon industry is kind of growing and stuff. But I always looked at Bardstown and looking here, I thought, Maysville's got an incredible amount of more beautiful architecture than Bardstown could even think of. And we got the river. And we have the bridge, which Bardstown doesn't have. So why is it working there and it's not working as well, I think, here? And I'm thinking that maybe there's some things we can learn by going to Owensboro or to Bardstown, places like that, and picking up some ideas on maybe how to increase tourism. Is that kind of where we're getting in that kind of thing? So,
And just for the education part of it, the Visitors Bureau, Convention and Visitors Bureau has requirements from the state about the category of people that serve on the board. And so we had a vacancy in the restaurant category, and so Clint will fill that spot for us.
And I've got a lot of friends in that industry as well.
So thank you so much.
Just our little dialogue. Steve's best friend is the publisher of Kentucky Monthly and the SAR National Magazine.
Right.
So
We met back at a Baptist church camp in North Carolina back in the late 70s. We became really good buddies, went to UL together, and I split, went to UK and stuff, but we've been good friends. And he worked his way up the line of the small newspapers throughout the East Coast and up in Indiana, and finally came home and opened up his own magazine. And has done pretty well. It's been going on about 20-something years now, so I'm very proud of him. So.
We greatly
Thank
appreciate
you.
your interest and time and willingness to serve.
Well, I hope I can learn something. This is all new to me. It's a little bit bigger of a crowd than I was expecting. I just came from the cafe and I've been out on the lawnmower and stuff, so I've been doing different things today and pumping up tires and stuff like that.
That's
That's
You're
okay.
okay.
You're
You're
okay.
okay. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Clint.
Sit down.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
626 Germantown Road.
Mayor and Commissioners, Nicole has informed me that the owner of this property, who is Miss Cheryl Jordan, would like to donate it to the city. It is on our list to be demolished. Now, Nicole and I also had a conversation later this afternoon. She would, before we take it, if you're open to it, she would still like to be the middle person to possibly work out a deal with a private owner to take it, so that we don't even have to get involved. But if that doesn't work out, if you're open to it, then we can work with Kelly to get the deed and everything drafted and take acceptance of that property. And then we would ultimately sell it, just like we've done in the past with others.
So is she trying to sell it now? Is that what you're saying?
No, she wants to give it to the city, but Nicole wants to try to work something out to keep us completely out of it and work with a private owner to take ownership, a private individual to take ownership of it so that we don't have to. But if that doesn't work out, are you interested in taking it?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Is it on the hill, on the
Yeah.
river?
Yeah, it's in bad shape. It's in bad shape. I just need a consensus, and if you are, then we'll have something prepared, and we'll get all that worked out with Nicole.
It's fine.
Okay.
Discussion, move the second September meeting.
Our second meeting is scheduled for September 22nd. There will be some staff, including myself and a couple elected officials, that will be attending the Kentucky League of Cities annual conference, which is the 21st through the 23rd. Would you all be open to moving that meeting to the following week? Because we'll still have, even if we did that, we'll still have 2 weeks between that meeting and the first meeting in October, which is late in the month on the 14th.
So the
So you're
29th?
talking on
The
Thursday?
week of the 26th. Yeah, whatever works for the group here.
You're talking the week of the 26th.
Yes, ma'am.
I can't the 27th,
Okay.
but any other day.
Okay.
And I could do the 26th. Is that what you said? Amy?
Well,
No,
the
I
week
can't
that
do the
week
27th.
that week. So we could do the 26th, 28th, 29th.
I'm better Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday,
Okay.
and Monday.
Thursday the 29th.
I can do that.
Okay.
I can do any day but
What are you
27th.
looking?
What time are you talking? Are you doing?
Probably our regular.
5:15?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
okay then.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Andrew, Victor, you good?
You're saying the 29th?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Let's go with the
5:15.
29th at 5:15.
Do we need a motion?
We don't usually.
No, we don't usually
think
do
so.
that now.
Resolution adopting the Mason County Area Solid Waste Management Plan 2023-2027, update 22-52.
A resolution adopting the Mason County Solid Waste Management Plan 2023 through 2027 update, whereas Mason County Fiscal Court is required by KRS 224.43-340 and KRS 224.43-345 to submit an update of the area solid waste management plan, and whereas Mason County Solid Waste Management Area is governed by the Mason County Fiscal Court, and whereas the Mason County Solid Waste Management Plan 2023 through 2027 update sets the agenda for implementation of solid waste reduction and management for the years inclusive of 2023 through 2027, and whereas a public comment period on the Mason County Solid Waste Management Plan 2023 through 2027 was conducted in the county. Now therefore be it resolved by the City of Maysville, Kentucky, that the City of Maysville hereby adopts the Mason County Solid Waste Management Plan 2023 through 2027 update and supports its action plan, implementation plan, and associated activities.
So moved.
I'll second both of them.
Sure. And I apologize, Shane was not able to make it tonight. He had a family issue that he had to attend to. Yes, ma'am.
Not that I know a lot about waste management, but does the city get a percentage of gross billings from uncommercial businesses where Rumpke picks up?
We are strictly residential.
No.
Rumpke is strictly residential, yes. Commercial buildings in the city can contract without whomever they like.
Okay.
Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer?
Yes.
Commissioner Cartwell?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner McKay?
Yes.
Mayor Cottrell?
Yes, ma'am. Resolution authorizing the certification of consistency plan for the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, 22-56.
Resolution authorizing certification of consistency plan for U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Be it resolved by the City of Maysville, Kentucky, that the mayor is hereby authorized and directed to execute a certification of consistency with the consolidated plan for the Buffalo Trace Coordinated Entry and Supportive Housing Project. The authority granted herein shall be retroactive to September 2nd, 2022.
Second, but can you tell me what this is all about?
Yes, and I'll give you the exact information I received from the applicant, which is Danielle Emerine with the Welcome House. To apply for any federal funding or renewing projects, the Housing and Urban Development requires that the applicant notify the local jurisdiction and have them sign the certification of consistency. The certification of consistency with the local HUD consolidated plan is a way for local government officials to know these projects exist in their respective jurisdictions. Anyone applying for HUD dollars has to have one of these signed before they apply or to renew an existing grant. And that is in line with HUD's Kentucky consolidated plan, which, if it's a grant that is offered by HUD and the Kentucky Housing Corporation, it is in line with the consolidated plan. These are signed every year by our local government officials. Mayor Meyer signs them for our federal grants here in Northern Kentucky. There you go, to get federal money.
Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer?
Yes.
Commissioner Cartwell?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner McKay?
Yes.
Mayor Cottrell?
Yes, ma'am. Resolution authorizing a contract for GIS mapping, 22-57.
Resolution authorizing contract with Lebanon Waterworks Company, Inc. for monthly management analysis services. Be it resolved by the City of Maysville that the mayor is hereby authorized and directed to execute any contractual documents with Lebanon Waterworks Company, Inc. to provide monthly management analyses to the City of Maysville Utility Department for aid in increasing the efficiency of its operations and services.
Something.
I'll second it, but I want to ask a question. Is this done every year?
No, we're just now starting this,
We're
correct?
just now starting.
Yes. And again, we budgeted $18,000 this fiscal year for this software, and that's what it will cost us.
So how often is it updated?
Say that again.
How
Commissioner, I'm
often
sorry.
do you update it?
Mark, you want to answer that?
Well, that is determined on the system updates we do. Right now, we have the latest update that I told the Division of Water was 2016. So that's the latest update we have. So where we've changed things,
New developments.
new developments, new services, to get our water and wastewater infrastructure mapped it's exactly what we need to do to be able to improve our operations and have a continuity of record
You know where everything is.
and know where everything is. Be able to tell, well, there's a 12-inch main going down West 3rd Street. and it was installed in 2021.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because right now we've got this mixed match of maps and plans from 1950 and
Whoa.
Doesn't call Kenny Crump work anymore?
Kenny Crump.
Sorry.
Good deal. It is good.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer,
Yes.
Commissioner Cartmel,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner McKay,
Yes.
Mayor Cottrell.
Yes, ma'am. Resolution authorizing mayor to sign Kentucky League of Cities Liability Grant Application 22-58.
Resolution authorizing mayor to sign Kentucky League of Cities liability grant application. Be it resolved by the city of Maysville, Kentucky, that the mayor is hereby authorized and directed to execute a Kentucky League of Cities liability grant application for the funds granted to be used for safety improvement and liability reduction.
So moved.
I'll second if I have a question. Am I the only one asking?
What's your question?
You'd be smarter
Is
than the rest of us when you think
Is all we get is around 3,000?
Yes, because of our our liability premium, this is a 50-50 match.
Yeah, right.
So if we have an item that we purchase for $6,000 or more, we'll get $3,000. If we have something that we purchase for $4,000, we'll get $2,000. It's a reimbursement grant.
But this is used for a lot of things.
Yeah, there's a lot of there are a lot of
I
items.
noticed it can be used for playgrounds.
Uh-huh.
Dennis, is that the grant you was talking to me about for playground? Was this it?
No, you were talking.
Nothing?
Yeah.
That was a different
With the fire department, police department,
Fire
everybody
department.
can use it.
Yes, as long as in that list, that link that I sent you, as long as there's an item within that list that can.
Sidewalk replacement.
We can only use it for one.
Yeah, one thing, only
Yeah,
one thing.
Yeah, I know.
but it
I'm
has to be in
saying
that list.
broad scope
Yeah.
of what it's used.
Yes.
I'm just clarifying.
You're good.
Anything else? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer,
Yes.
Commissioner Cartmel,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner McKay, Mayor Cottrell.
Yes, ma'am. Ordinance amending pay plan for FY 2023, second reading, 22-10.
An ordinance amending salary schedule for tourism director and events coordinator / tourism assistant. Summary, this ordinance amends a salary schedule for tourism director from the minimum rate of $39,000 to $45,000 and the maximum rate of $48,000 to $61,000. This ordinance also amends the salary schedule for tour guides, tourism assistant from the maximum rate of $18 to $19.
I'll make that motion.
Okay.
Are you gonna say?
Yes. I'll let.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer,
Yes.
Commissioner Cartmel,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner McKay,
Yes.
Mayor Cottrell.
Yes, ma'am. I would like for Mr. Clint Stone to come back up and we'll do our oath of office.
Right here.
Right here, right?
Raise your right hand. Do you, Clint Stone, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the Commonwealth, and be faithful and true to the Commonwealth of Kentucky so long as you continue a citizen thereof, and that you will fully execute, to the best of your ability, the office of Maysville, Mason County Convention and Visitors Bureau according to law? And do you further solemnly swear that since the adoption of the present Constitution, you, being a citizen of this state, have not fought a duel with deadly weapons within this state nor out of it, nor have you sent or accepted a challenge to fight a duel with deadly weapons, nor have you acted as a second in carrying out a challenge, nor aided or assisted any person thus offending, so help you God.
Yes. I do.
All right, thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Clint.
I'm supposed to play the duel.
Yes.
Isn't that with North
remarkable. How long has that been part of the?
1891.
Since the adoption.
Wow.
And nobody seems to want to update it.
No, that is beautiful. That's actually quite amazing.
You check Bardstown and see if they're still like.
I will, I do.
Thank you.
All right, it'd be my pleasure to help. And, thank you.
Hush your man, much day.
All right, I'll get you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Closed session pursuant to KRS 61.8101F, discussion which might lead to the appointment of an individual employee. And 1B, deliberations on the future acquisition or sale of real property.
So moved.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Cartwell?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner McKay? Mayor Cottrell?
Yes, ma'am.
Chief Palmer and Chief Doyle, can I have you guys first? You gonna stick around?
Yeah.
You can get
One's still in D.
I think one is. I'm gonna draw my soul.
What she's doing September 25th is a block party.
But you're doing a dedication on
Right, that's the official Human Rights Commission's doing the dedication.
There's so many of them.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's already with the truck. So they're all on one kind of ring with them. Don't worry about it.
That's part of the deal.
What's up, my friend? All good. How are you?
See you later.
My guys.
Take care of him. I think he's living the dream.
He is.
You know that. I'm right around the corner. I know he knows what I'm talking about. I know right where you're at. Congratulations. Take care, Joe.
I'll see you around.
Oh, absolutely. Not hard to find.
But yeah, you'll bring something.
Have a good choice. But
Friend of mine owns them.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not like that.
What's good always to have some new thoughts. Some people want to fight each other. They always shakes it up. You can always get in there and offer a new perspective.
On the water they consume and process. Like it doesn't make it to the sanitary sewer.
Rhonda, David, Mark, didn't you go for one? Tony.
Do the rest of your vacation?
Chaplain in high school.
So this is.
Thank you. I'll see you around then.
This is
So,
that Kentucky statute requires me to give everybody who's appointed, so I need you to sign and date that.
It's a little more official than I had.
You had anticipated.
Yeah, she had not really told me that. I thought, wow, I can't really, I may not be able to go to the 20th. I got a daughter flying out to Oregon on the 20th. And we have a meeting, or it would be my first meeting. I'm hoping to still squeeze in and then take off to the airport because we fly out that afternoon. So I told her, I said, I'm trying to make it. I told her, I said, maybe I'm there. I get sworn in before.
Yeah, just in case they have.
But I hope I have a little bit to offer. We've been part of, like I said, been part of the community for a few years now. And it's like, people don't realize that land out there in Maysville, it's like paradise. It's you don't, if you're around it on the block, you just don't realize that. But my wife, when you go outside in the dark and the neighborhood talks about fireflies, we're talking about 6 or 7. When I first came out, we built this house, and the first May or June came around, and oh my goodness gracious, there's thousands.
My mom lives out the country down in Willis County, and that's how I looked out the door, and it was just like,
It's like Christmas.
it was amazing.
And they're in and up in the trees. And even in Louisville, when I was a kid, I saw them. There were a lot of them, there were thousands there. I think I never saw it like this. And I said, this is something different. And then I had some farmer friends that just look at me and say, it's just firefly. I said, there's a good, it means it's clean.
Yeah.
There's something, it's like I have amphibian frogs. If you have
The tree frogs, even at our house downtown.
yeah, they're so loud. That's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
But you don't. Sometimes it takes people from the outside. And I'm a Kentuckian, and this is my home. And Maysville is even more. Has actually in 2 more years, I'll have lived here longer than I lived anywhere. So that it just takes time. And
Yeah, we've been here since '99, but we grew up in Illinois, which, if you've been to Illinois,
yeah,
it is flat.
it's very
You
fun.
know, it was prairie. And so, you know, I have family down here. My grandparents were from here and stuff. So we would come out on vacation. It was so beautiful. And I kept saying how I wanted to move here. And my grandma would go, what do you mean? We're in Because that's all there was in Mansford.
And I did spend 2 years up in Indianapolis, a little bit south, and I just couldn't get our flat roads.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can see a car coming like way out there in the dark. Right there. And then all at once, and you don't notice it, but you're all heading to one 4-way stop. I'll never forget that. Oh my gosh. Here it's like you go around a curve, you don't see anything until you go around a curve. And my friends that were from Indiana came out and said, oh my gosh, don't have you try? You can't see nothing. And I said, oh yeah, it's all
Just stuff. What bothers me is when you go up over a hill, you really cannot see
that dip.
That dip, what's over the hill. It's like,
We have off of 68 and within a half mile to my house. We have 2 or 3 of those. And you literally, a car can hide right there. In the perfect time, and you'll think, oh, there, as you can see the hill up. No, there's nothing there, and it pops right up, and it about gets you once in a while. And thank goodness, my neighbors all know about us out there, and so they get over on the edge when they see us coming and stuff. But what's your my name's Clint. I've never seen.
You know what we've actually.
You seem familiar.
I'm Medusa.
You're Medusa.
Remember I held you?
No. You were in costume.
That was me.
That was you. Now wait a minute. Medusa was where in the world?
It was a chainsaw.
Was that the bar? That's right. That's hilarious. Well, you covered up really well. Oh my gosh. Well, who was I with? Was I with the other half? The better half?
Yeah,
and some
Lori
other
and Eric.
Wesley, who now have moved way out in Utah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're gone. Yeah, they're out at the Four Corners or up in Utah somewhere. And he's working for, he's doing what he wanted to do when he came here. He's teaching. And so he's on an Indian reservation. He's teaching So it's cool. That's where he needs to be. They came down here to teach, and then that school got canceled out.
Yeah.
So they haven't been very happy since then. Yeah, that was, I told Bruce, I said, Bruce, that would have been, I remember talking to him like 3 or 4 months before he closed it. I said, you know, all the things you've done. He was trying to get us to go back to the park. And my wife are down there taking presents and things because our daughter had done so well in school. And it's in my one legacy that continues on after you're gone. And I said, what a wonderful thing. And 3 months later, it's closes it. And he got all hyped up, you know, and he started thinking about the hospital. What do you think about that being like an international door? I'm like, which hospital? You mean the old hospital? Yeah, we just renovate that. He was thinking about, and it's sold to somebody else. He said, think about that. He said, there's a bathroom underneath. I can renovate their dorms. And you can make a school out of it. Like, wow, this guy's gonna go big. It costs several millions of dollars.
That's just it.
You know, right, Lena?
Yeah. It's just, you know, it would cost so much to organize festivals and that and renovate.
That makes it beautiful.
People if they're gonna do like haunted tours and stuff, like they did at that place in Louisville.
Right. Oh, what a waste.
So, people in the camp for right?
Right, but you gotta do it. You gotta escape, you gotta water. You still gotta get that.
Gotta have a roof on it.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did that at Waverly Hills in Louisville.
The only man, he's about the only guy I know.
Yeah. That's what's important.
You know, good evening.
You too.
Hello? Yes. No, I didn't. I've been in a meeting and it's okay, I'm in a city meeting, but I come back in, you're calling me Rocky.
So.
So, and my phone's on the desk, so it wasn't
Yep.
me, honey.
And then
But I
adjourn.
love talking to you.
Oh, Mayor.
Yes, can I call you right back? Okay. I see.
Sign
Okay.
a, sign a deed,
My
those
phone was here.
properties that we sold.
Robbie Larkin got a face. And it was like, how's that?
I can tell you next time.
Maybe didn't.
That's my fault.
I will entertain a motion to go back in.
So moved.
I'll second it.
No, I second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer,
Yes.
Commissioner Cartmel,
Yes.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner McKay, Mayor Cottrell.
Yes, ma'am. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I will make that motion.
I'll second that motion. Commissioner Brammer?
Commissioner Brammer,
Yes.
Commissioner Cartmel,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner McKay,
Yes, ma'am.
Mayor Cottrell.
Yes, ma'am.